Hello everyone, this is Sidekickjason speaking with another Season 2 episode commentary. Today it looks like we'll be looking at episode 45. So let's get to it. So today we'll be looking at the episode Diesel of the Railway. So this episode is, like how I said in the previous commentary, is a continuation of the past two episodes. So in the intro it talks about how Rusty has just gotten back from the works, from the accident that occurred back 2 episodes ago in Dusty Rusty. And since then all the engines were very busy with work, and some of them still hold a grudge against Rusty for that. So the other engines have forgiven Rusty and moved on, except for Duncan and Sir Handel, and so we'll see that throughout this episode. So we start off with a little intro at the Slate Incline. Fun set to film on. Very memorable from the TV series. So get to see the 3 engines working together. They're kind of bullying Rusty right now about him being a diesel and making him feel bad about it. So then we got Duke, who comes in and kind of saves the day. He puts the 2 little engines in their place. So I really like that kind of the character that Duke brings to the table, because he's that older, wiser engine that can kind of keep him in line, just like how he kept Stewart and Falcon in line back in mid-Sodor days. So now Rusty returns home feeling quite down after being bullied by the other engines. So this episode, actually, the reason why I wrote this episode was because I wanted something where Boko and Rusty could interact together. Because both of them are really nice diesels that the engines like. Since majority of the engines on Sodor are steam engines, you don't really get to see much of the... Well, you get to see the diesels there interact with them, but you don't get to see the diesels, especially the nice ones, interact together a lot. So I wanted to be able to have something where Rusty and Boko could come together and talk about stuff. And so I really like the idea of Boko helping Rusty out and telling him about his experiences and kind of, I don't know, being like a diesel mentor to him or something. So kind of fun with Rusty just barely being bullied by some of the other steam engines. So Boko gets to relate to him about how some of the other engines didn't like him when he first came to the railway. And so he can sympathize with Rusty and help Rusty feel better about that. So kind of fun. I mentioned also in the last commentary about these evening scenes, how they were one of the ideas that I had for these next set of episodes. And so this is one of those scenes that I really wanted to have be an evening scene. Similar to that of, I can't remember what episode it is, but it's Rusty and Duncan in the TV series, how they're behind the sheds in that siding area, kind of talking it's evening. So this is kind of a similar situation going on, but instead with Rusty and Boko. So kind of fun having them together. But the problem that I had with writing this is that the whole point I wanted of this episode was for Rusty and Boko to be able to interact, but then after they had interacted, I was like, oh, well, now what's going to happen? So that's where the rest of this plot came about, was I had to think of it later. So, but I really like the idea of emphasizing, well, I like the idea especially that Rusty wasn't aware that diesels were taking over on the main line. And so, because it would make sense that since he's in such a minority on his railway, he just thought that that's how it would be everywhere else. But then Boko gets to tell him how it really is and kind of surprise Rusty on that one. So kind of fun, and I like how Boko gives him the advice about, well, don't get too cocky about this, and because that's what causes all the other diesels on the railway to be disliked by the steam engines. So now we've got the other engines sticking up for Rusty and trying to resolve the problem with Sir Handel and Duncan kind of bullying him. So shows the power of friendship and how your friends can help solve problems with you and kind of help you get out of situations and things. So now we get to have Duke go straight to the man in charge and resolve things with that. So Sir Topham Hatt, he'll get them squared away. So now there's no need to fear anymore for Rusty. So And now Sir Topham-Hatt's going to take care of things. So Rusty and Sir Handel and Duncan are all happy when Sir Topham-Hatt arrives. And quickly they're disappointed by what's about to transpire. So hopefully Sir Handel and Duncan have learned their lessons and they'll not be rude to diesel engines anymore, but we'll see in future episodes how things go, so you guys will just have to stay tuned to find out. So, kind of a lot of fun. I'm not a big fan of the whole steamies versus diesels to an extent that the TV series eventually took it, but I do like kind of how it can have certain plot things. I don't like how diesels are considered bad. I don't think that's a good representation of them. That's pretty much being just racist to an extent, which I don't agree with. So, but anyways, looks like we're at the end now with Sir Handel, so be sure to subscribe, visit our channel. You can go to the news blog and check out the different posts and updates that we've got there, kind of explaining the future of the series, so hopefully you guys will go check it out. You can also check out our Google Plus page, and you can check the description for a link to the Facebook page so you can give us a like. So hope to see you guys in 2 weeks, and see you soon.